Hey guys, this video is a quick introduction to data structures in R. We'll talk about vectors in this video. My name is Dr. Adil and I'm with Data Science Cookie. A good reference for today's lectures is R in Action, Data Analysis and Graphics with R. So that's a good book to use as a reference for R. So let's talk about data structures in R. There are different types of data structures. A vector is 1D and matrix is 2D. An array can be is usually more than 2D. It's similar to a matrix, but its dimensions are more than 2D. Data frame is more general than a matrix, but its columns, the important thing is that its columns can be of different modes. So you can have, for example, one column as a numeric, the other column can be a set of characters, and so on. A list can be a combination of all of these. So let's talk about vectors. So a vector, you can use the combine function in R to form a vector. So these are you can see different types of vectors. X over here is a numeric vector, Y is a character vector, and Z is a logical vector. And you can perform different types of operations on these vectors by using indexing in R. So so you can use various types of indexing depending on what you want to do with the data with the vector. So let's demonstrate this in RStudio. I have those vectors that I showed you over here. So X is a numeric vector, right? So let's say that you want the let's first see what. So let's run this and save. You can press this run over here or press Control Enter. I'm going to be using Control Enter more. It's quicker. So now the numeric vector is saved in X. So now if you do class X, you'll see that it tells you that it's a numeric vector. So if you want to do indexing in R, if you type in X square brackets 1, you'll get the first element. And if you want to get, for example, the third element, you would do this. And if you want to, let's say, get the first 4 elements of the vector, right? You would 1 colon and 4, right? So that gives you 1, 2, 3, and 8. If you want to exclude an element, you can use the minus sign. So X minus 1. So this is going to print out all the elements of the vector except for the first one. So similarly, you can use a vector in the indexing also. So let's say you want to print out the second and the fourth and the sixth element of the vector. So it would print out the second is 2, and then fourth is 8, and then -5 is the sixth element. So that's another way to use indexing. If you can also perform a mathematical operation on the index. So let's say that you want all the elements that are greater than 2 in the vector. So you can put that condition in the curly brackets. So you get 3, 8, and 10, which are greater than 2 in your vector. So similarly, you can also use this if you want to get the length of your vector, right? You can now type in length and bracket X. It's going to give you the size or length of the vector. So you have 7 elements in your vector. So so yeah, and let's say you want to print out the whole vector. Let's say you're running a loop and you want to print out the whole. Your vectors are changing in size. You want to put in a standard statement to print out the whole vector and save it in a file. You can use this the length effects in the index. So that's a good trick that it's quite useful in some cases. You can do a lot of other things that we'll see in other videos. For the Let's clear this up. So for the vector y, let's run that. So so you can see over here also that it's telling you that x is numeric and y is a character. So you can do, like, similar operations over here. If you use y of 2, then you'll get 2. Y of 2 to 3 is going to give you element 2 and 3, and so on. So similar operations, just as the vector x. And I'm going to put a link to the reference card, our reference card, that has these details, and you can look them up. And we'll see how we can, as we move on with our introduction to our how to use these in a more effective way. So that was it for an introduction to vectors in R. We'll talk about matrices, arrays, and data frames in the next videos. Thank you for watching.